Matt Willie's told us how you've really been the guy that's come into situations where you're the only guy that can get us out of the situation, inheriting the bases loaded with nobody out in the first inning. What was your mindset going in there and attacking through 5 scoreless innings?
It's the same as always, just trying to stay calm, make my pitches, pick my teammates up. It's all I was really trying to do. Obviously, it's not fun to spot them 4 in the first, but just come in and just try to do your job. That's all you can do.
What do you think was working for you out there today?
Really command. Filling up the zone was huge. I don't throw that hard, but filling it up has always been my style. So just trying to do that as much as I can.
Sean, a couple good frames out of you too. What was kind of your key to success tonight?
I was just attacking hitters. I think I did a good job establishing the fastball command pretty well, and then that lets me get to the slider, cutter, changeup. So I think just getting ahead and working with what I got would help me a lot.
Nick, after a performance on midweek, you guys were able to put together quite the comeback effort, especially offensively, surging back. Same sort of thing tonight, 4-0 deficit, 14 unanswered runs. What sort of lended itself to being able to put together such a complete team effort to have that kind of comeback?
I think it's just 9 dudes playing baseball, or 8, whatever it is. I don't even know how many people hit. Yeah, but we're just trying to have fun, stay loose, and hit the ball. So, it's falling our way right now.
Nick, what about Matt's performance and Sean's performance out of the bullpen helped kind of settle down the offense after seeing a 4-spot go up in the first?
It was awesome. I mean, he's my roommate, so I'm sure we'll be talking about it later. He likes to taste himself. And yeah, Fitz has been awesome, so it's been awesome.
9 people hit.
Matt, what do you think through the off-season and things you did during the preseason helped you develop your command more to be able to have an outing like this?
I think it's just staying consistent, staying in the weight room as much as you can and doing the things that, help you. Staying on top of it and not taking a day off, not taking a day for granted. So I think it was just the consistency through the whole offseason, for sure.
Matt, this is a pretty good lineup for Cal. The scouting report said they were hitting, and they certainly hit those first bunch of batters. Was there anything that you knew that needed to get changed when you came into the game, or was it kind of just you just started pitching?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of trying to fill up the zone. Inherent in the situation that was going on, it was just attack the guys who can't afford any free passes. So that was really the game plan, and yeah, that's a good lineup over there, and credit to them for battling. So
getting in that 4-run deficit early, then coming into that situation and being a veteran in this group, how did you take to heart kind of needing to get your team out of that and then striding it out into what ended up being the 5 innings?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to win. So whatever that takes to get that done is all I want to do. So whether that's come in and have a great day or come in and have a bad day, as long as we win, that's what matters.
Sean, also kind of bouncing off Aiden's point with the good lineup, what were your kind of approaches in your mental process as you were facing some of those bigger bats in the lineup?
Just get the guy in the box out, just attack him with what I have, and just fill up the zone. Can't have any free passes. I mean, that's when you give up runs. So just keep attacking, and I think Matt did a great job of it, and I did a pretty good job tonight. So it was fun.
Being a part of a staff that now a team that is the #1 team in the country, how do you feel like you developed in your time at Arkansas and being able to observe and also just to gain experience through that?
Those guys are awesome out there. It was a lot of fun just watching some of those guys just go through their routine and learning from them. And it helped me develop a lot. I got to see some good pitchers throw a lot, so it was pretty helpful.
I think it's been 10 games in 12 days for you guys. How does it get back to getting back home? How's to Phoenix Mooney after last weekend and kind of the thrill that went through Monday? What does it mean to be able to play back home? How did that help you guys tonight?
I mean, Muni's the best. It's why we chose to come here. It's why we love playing here. So playing at home is always really fun. After a long road trip, it makes it even better for sure. So it's great to be here. Great to be in front of our fans and not anyone else's. And yeah, we love playing at home. So.
How about that guy with his first start tonight with a home run?
That was awesome.
Yeah, Lance is the man.
That was awesome.
I'm for him. Deserves it.
That's a great teammate right there. So it was really cool to see that. Really good teammate.
Nick, you started kind of slow. It looked like there was, still some effects from the injury. When you got back into the lineup the last week and a half or so, it really has looked like you've gotten more confident. Do you feel like your confidence has kind of improved at the plate?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. My hand was bugging me, but like whatever. I did it last year, so I was kind of bummed I couldn't start off as hard as I did last year. But yeah, it's feeling a lot better, and hopefully it's only up from here.
Was the confidence always kind of at that high level, even when you came back and were struggling? Were you telling yourself, I just got to keep swinging the bat, eventually it's going to go?
Yeah, I mean, you were with me in the summer, so I'm a pretty confident person.
Matt, you smiled at that. What's the vibe Nick gives off in the day-to-day?
That's part of what makes him really good, right? Like, he believes he's the best hitter in the country. He is one of them for sure. So like, that's what makes Nick Nick, and I think that confidence is why he's really good.
What's it mean to have one of the best hitters in the country in your lineup backing you up?
It's awesome. It's a great feeling. That's why we got 18 hits tonight. Homer and a double from the sky. It's like seeing him do his thing and hitting. It's unreal. It's unreal to watch.
Nick, after the sweep in Pullman, what's the vibe in the locker room, and how with your own confidence, how does that, I guess, in these last couple of games rub off on all the other guys, and I guess facilitate a couple of encouraging comeback wins?
I mean, Pullman was a tough one. It's definitely not Arizona up there, I can tell you that. It's like 30 degrees, so it was hard to play in that, but I think that we could have won all 3 of those games. We had a chance to win it, and we ended up not, so we kind of took a step back and then regathered as a group and said we got to go from here. I mean, nut cutting time, what we would say, so.
Yeah, like that served as sort of a wake up call.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. I think even back to Oregon was a wake up call. We could have beat them 2 out of 3. So you can't do anything about the past though. So.
I guess in the clubhouse, the team culture, what is, I guess, the go-to mindset to, I guess, weather storms and work through some frustrations, especially when you're in these games but you don't pull them out, you feel like you should win them but you don't?
I mean, I think it's just staying consistent, attacking adversity head on. Like, things aren't always going to bounce your way. The ball's not always going to bounce your way, and I think just staying consistent in what you do. Don't let the game affect who you are and what you do day to day, and just attacking that adversity head on.
Nick, was there any moment after the Pullman series of just a kind of rallying of the group and just a conversation of we need to turn this around and get things going again?
Yeah, we did have one. Everyone was included, staff and players, and we also had players only. So that was really good. I think we sorted some things out, and hopefully the best baseball in the future.
In those kinds of settings, Willie has talked about wanting more player accountability and leadership in the locker room in terms of vocal leaders. How has that progressed to this point? Maybe in the last week or 2, how has that developed?
I think we've done a pretty good job of keeping each other accountable. Player to player, we all care about each other. Like, we all want to see each other succeed. So I think just like pushing each other to be the best we can is all we can do. And when somebody messes up or somebody doesn't act right, we're not afraid to tell them. And, that's a big step of accountability for sure.
We haven't seen hitting like this, a double-digit kind of night in weeks. How do you keep this going? Obviously, it's mainly for Nick, but how do you keep this going over the next bunch of weeks?
I think everyone's just staying with the approach, being locked in during scouting reports. I think today, it's been a focus of trying to pay attention more to the scouting reports, especially for myself. I mean, I don't necessarily pay attention that much, but I've been trying to more. I don't know, it's baseball too. Like, ball hopefully just keeps rolling our way. Hits fall when we need them, and they go over the fence when we hit them hard. So.
Was there anything in the scouting report tonight? I mean, you guys were seeing, it looked like a beach ball coming at you. Was there anything in the scouting report tonight that you said, we really got to hammer on this?
I think a lot of us took away the guy's a 2-pitch guy, fastball, curveball. Obviously, in the first at bat, for me, he threw me 4 of them, and I didn't realize how good it was because, again, I don't think I was watching it that close on the screen here, but that's huge, taking a guy from 3 pitches to 2 pitches. Fastball, curveball's a lot better going up there than fastball, curveball, changeup. So, yeah.
In what ways do some of the adversity that you go through in the season reveal the character of the team, of teammates in those moments, and how do you sort of take those as markers of growth?
I mean, I think that's just what the game of baseball does. You know, your whole career. Now, you're not always going to be, you know, on your best day, have your best stuff. You're not always going to win every game, obviously. So it's just that's the ongoing journey of baseball, of learning how to deal with adversity. It's a game of failure, and when you learn how to learn from failure, that's what makes you really good. So.
Nick, is it something where if there's a slump at any point in time that you just don't take it too seriously, keep confident that at some point things are going to even out?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, slumps are gonna happen. I just gotta remember I've been hitting my whole life. I grew up hitting with my brothers and everything, so I mean, it's something I know I can do. And yeah, there's slumps. So I'll probably have 100 more in my career. Just gotta dumb them down from 0 for 10 to 0 for 4. That'd be nice or something.
Nick, would you say you lean more on your intuition as opposed to the numbers that you're kind of given day to day?
What does that mean?
More like the skills that you've inherited throughout your baseball career. You know when you go up to the plate against some of the top arms that you know what works for you, what doesn't, as opposed to something that like a coach might say, hey, look at this. Do you trust that more than kind of the numbers you get?
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, I'm my best hitting coach. I know my swing better than anyone does. No offense to the coaches, they're great coaches. But I think it's the same for pitchers. They know their stuff better than anyone. And yeah, I think you just, after all the practice, just go out and play, trust yourself, and trust what the coaches' information they do give you. But yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, y'all.